everyone, it's Lily, and today in this video I shopped at Michael's Blindfolded, and so I had a budget of $40 and I chose as many items that were under $10 each until I got to $40. So I picked out some random stuff. Let's take a look at it and then make some art. Hello everybody. Okay, so this is what I ended up getting at Michael's while I was blindfolded. I got Artist Loft, a variety of drawing utensils, graphites and stuff. I got a Sakura Micron fine liners. These ones are the 0.2 millimeters super extra fine line. I got an Artist Loft alcohol-based marker. It has a brush end and a chisel tip. Fudensuke brush pen. It's by Tombow. I've never tried that before, so that's gonna be fun. Also got this Dr. P.H. Martin's iridescent calligraphy colors ink. So that's cool. Let's take a closer look at these. Okay, so this is a graphite set. It has 2 sketching pencils, a 2H and an HB, 2 woodless pencils, a 6B and a 8B, 1 kneaded eraser, 3 charcoal sticks, and a plastic sharpener. So that's cool. It's kind of like a whole bunch of drawing utensils, a nice variety, so that's going to be useful when I make some sort of art with this stuff. Next up, yeah, these are the Sakura Micron extra fine line 0.2 millimeter fine liners. It's black ink. Yeah, I've heard good stuff about this, so I have high hopes. Good old Artist Loft alcohol-based marker. You know, I've never tried the Artist Loft markers, so this will be interesting. I think it was a few bucks, so I don't know if it's going to be necessarily better than Copics for price-wise, but we'll give it a try. What color is this? Got that. I got it in the color YG4 Moss Green. Yeah, green was a accidental choice of colors this time. This one is super cool looking. This is like a calligraphy brush. And yeah, it's Japanese, obviously. It's a brush pen. And it is pink. And yeah, I've never heard of this before, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And finally, let's take a closer look at this iridescent ink. You know, I've seen these in Michael's, and I always thought they looked kind of cool, so I'm finally going to be trying one out now. This is 5R iridescent green. All of these things were $10 and under, and altogether I hit just about 40 bucks with this. So yeah, let's test them out and then let's make some art. Okay, so I just got my sketchbook and we're gonna try these utensils out. So first off, we have the Artist Loft. You know, it's just a drawing set, so I pretty much know exactly how this is gonna go. Needed eraser, gotta love those. Sharpener, probably just use my own sharpener. Some charcoal sticks, 2 regular pencils, and 2 woodless pencils. So let's just do a little swatch testy situation. Let's go with the 2H. Yeah, feels like a 2H. 2H pencil. So 2H means that it has, it's okay, so standard pencil lead is like HB. And then the higher it goes HB, and then it goes like H, 2H, 4H. The higher the H's go, the harder the lead is, and so it's lighter. So this one is an HB. So yeah, that one definitely felt harder to get it that dark than this HB, obviously, because they're doing their job. Let's see here. We've got having the higher Bs, so they're softer, so you get a darker, you get darks easier with these woodless pencils. Having the Bs in woodless pencil is actually super helpful and very useful. So this is, you can already tell, is super dark and very thick. This is a 6B. Woodless. I love woodless pencils. These things are so good if you're gonna do a drawing class and you want to get some really nice contrast with a graphite drawing. Like, pick up some of these. They're so good. And oh yeah, it's like freaking so smooth, like butter. I love it. Got an HB woodless. Man, I freaking love woodless pencils. I need to use these things more. Okay, so that's it for the pencils. We've got some charcoals. We've got hard, medium, and soft. We'll start with hard. And so yeah, okay. It's hard, but it's not that hard. Charcoal. I'll do an H for hard. And then medium. I miss being in college so much. I would do, you know, drawings in life drawing and stuff with charcoal, and man, I just don't use these materials anymore and I kind of miss it. You can't really read that. It's soft. Nice. Now let's use the HB. This kneaded eraser was really soft. So yeah, that one's pretty good. I like that. I recommend this little array of charcoal and graphite set. If you don't have things like this, it's a good deal, I think. Man, this is one of the softest kneaded erasers I've ever used in my life. So super soft. Yeah, just for this alone. Okay, next up we have, let's try some of these pens and stuff. I believe this is just a 3-pack of the same thing, so I'm just gonna try one of them. Yeah, they're all the same. So I'm just gonna try one. And oh my gosh, that is super tiny. That is super fine. Whoa, I've never used it. I've never used a ink pen this small. This is crazy. Okay, micron. Really micro, yeah. So then there's the 005. That wasn't super exciting, so let's go on to the Artist Loft marker. Chisel tip first. Oh no, it's gonna bleed through. I'll use the next page under it for some other swatching thing. Anyway, Artist Loft, this is the chisel tip. How the heck do you spell chisel? Is that right? Chisel? You know what? I don't know how to spell things, so oh well. Chisel. Brush. Yeah, that's a solid marker. I'd say that's similar to the Copics. That's similar. I mean, I only have 2 Copics, but it's similar to how I feel about the Copics. So yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Next we have the Fudenosuke. Huh. This one's interesting. Fudenosuke. It's really small. It's a really small tip. But yeah. I don't know, it's pretty good, I think. Yeah, see, push hard to get those thick lines, and then can get some thinner lines. That's cool. And finally, we've got this ink. Now, I don't know, I've never used this kind of an ink before. It has like a dropper. Okay, so I should probably use some sort of pen with this, or a brush. I think I'll use a brush. If they're gonna be doing this when I have to film a video, I swear I'm gonna cry. I don't know if the microphone's picking up on this, but my downstairs neighbors are playing really loud music. Some crazy bass. But you know what? I have a job to do, so I'm not gonna stop. Okay. Ooh. That's pretty. You know what this reminds me of? painting with fingernail polish, which I did a few years back. It feels very similar to that, and it looks similar to that too. Oh my god. It's like a frickin' dance party down there. Here. Re. Da. How do you spell send? S-C-E-N-T. Yeah, that's pretty, and it's really nice. I think I'm gonna be able to make something really interesting with all of these different supplies. So I'm gonna go do that right now, and I'll have a little time lapse and maybe a little voiceover for you. Hi everyone, so it's voiceover time, and I thought it would be fun to have my sister Emily tell some stories about her time at working at Michael's. And yeah, she has some funny little stories to tell you. So Emily, go ahead and you can start whenever you want.
Okay, so yeah, I worked at Michael's for about 2 years, and I worked at a few different locations. The one I mainly worked at was in a college town, and it was a pretty small Michael's compared to other Michael's. And we had some pretty weird people that went in there. One lady that I think about quite often, I was in the front of the store. We were all like, I think in the front of the store, rearranging something, doing something. And we only had a few people on, and then we just hear this lady in the back starting to yell, "Help! Help! Help!" Like she was dying or something. And so I was the manager at the time, and so I was like, okay, what? And so I went back there to see what was happening, if this lady was dying. And she was like, oh, can you answer some questions I have about this jewelry stuff? Like, she was just in the jewelry section. She just wanted help with product. But she was just screaming for help instead of pushing one of the many buttons we have or, like, trying to find someone. So that was really funny.
That is pretty funny. Every time I hear about that story, I enjoy it.
It was like, geez, you don't do that. Like, these people are gonna think you're in danger.
Yeah.
Another time this one guy came in. He was kind of like this hippie guy. He was like an older guy, and he wasn't wearing any shoes. And I probably should have kicked him out for it, but I didn't. But the thing he was looking for was materials to make moccasins, which are shoes. And he wasn't wearing shoes, so like I don't know if he just needed to make them for himself or like why he wanted to make moccasins.
Yeah.
But that was pretty funny.
That was pretty good.
There was this one regular that would come in all the time, and whenever I saw him, like, I knew I needed to go to the fine art paint cabinet and unlock it because he would always get whitewash. And I never asked him why he bought so much whitewash.
You really should have asked.
I should have asked him. I mean, I talked to him about stuff a lot, and sometimes he'd come in with his wife and then get other stuff, but he always got whitewash, always. And he'd buy pretty much our entire stock of whitewash. Like, he's probably the only person buying it. And then, when I transferred to a different location about an hour and a half away, I saw him there. And I was like, what? And guess what he bought? He bought more whitewash. And I think he bought probably all that they had at that store, too.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Lily says that he's probably, like, mixing his own gouache, maybe. Like, he has pigments or something, or...
That's what I think.
Who freaking knows? But yeah, he was whitewash man. This other time, this like younger kind of hippie guy came in, and we have like, I don't know, if you've ever been to a Michael's, you probably know that there's like lots of beads, like strung beads for jewelry making. And so he asked me if we had any zodiac beads, which was very fitting for him. He looked like he'd be asking about that.
What are you saying?
He looked like
he cared about the zodiac.
He did. So I was like, oh yeah, we actually do. So I helped him and I showed him where the zodiac beads were. And then he's like, what's your sign? And I was like, oh, I'm Scorpio. And he's like, I could tell you're a water type. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And I was like, okay, bye. Those are the people I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, those are some pretty good stories.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some not so funny people. Definitely, yeah, I don't know. Those are some funny interactions, though.
Thanks so much, Emily, for telling your stories about working at Michael's. And here's the final drawing. I hope y'all have a good week, and I'll see you in my next video. See you later, bye!